was pursued by a mob after reportedly giving birth to a gecko. Thankfully, the riot was quelled when the gecko saved everyone 15% or more on card.
An infant was miraculously found alive under the body of her dead father, who apparently had a heart attack and fell on her, trapping her for 3 days. This is a truly horrible event, or what therapists call a fucking gold mine.
Apple and Facebook are the latest in a growing trend of tech firms that offer their female employees financial compensation to freeze their eggs so they can wait to have children later in their careers. Said the employees, "Our vaginas are so cold!"
On Tuesday, a Connecticut man was arrested for aggressively mopping in a DoubleTree hotel. Now, as a Connecticut native and aficionado on all things CT, I can tell you that I'm not really all that surprised, seeing as mopping is Connecticut slang for being expressive or belonging to a country club. Not belonging to a country club, both of which are very much outlawed in my state. Very much.
Republican lawmakers have called for the White House to name an official Ebola czar that would be dedicated to stopping the spread of the virus. While Obama has chosen government insider Ron Klain, the Institute believes that the rubella Nazi and the bird flu prince are far more qualified.
Now, speaking of Ebola, this disease has really been just crippling Africa, and it's coming here to the U.S. It's pretty scary. So, here to comment is Rachel, the community health major.
I'm really passionate about Ebola.
All right. Okay, that's interesting. Rachel, can you tell us a little bit about this virus?
No, I actually just wrote my community health paper on this, so I can just read from the paper.
Okay.
Ebola is a disease that is crippling Africa and now America. You can contract it from eating raw cookie dough, raw brownie batter, egg smoothies, egg products, and...
Rachel, I'm pretty sure that's E. coli.
I'm pretty sure I'm the community health major. Anyway, you know if you have Ebola if after eating raw egg material, you start to feel stomach pain and nausea.
Rachel, Ebola is a hemorrhagic fever. You know if you have Ebola when you start to hemorrhage.
I am double majoring in community health and kinesiology, so I think if there's one thing I know, it's Ebola. If you think you have Ebola, there are a number of at-home quick fixes, like leeching. Though leech prices have soared recently, so bloodletting is a great alternative.
Wait, this disease spreads through the spread of bodily fluids. The last thing you want is to spread more fluids.
That's super disgusting, right?
And dangerous.
But most of it's disgusting.
Oh. I think I have it. Oh my God.
You don't have it.
Rachel, the community health major, everyone.
Earlier this week, Kim Jong-un made his first public appearance in over a month. He reportedly emerged covered in Cheeto dust and wearing only boxer briefs and a Breaking Bad t-shirt.
On Monday, a Congolese teenager had a football-sized tumor removed from her after 10 years of having it on her face. She was actually pretty upset about it because she was really starting to believe that, no, it totally is like a Marilyn Monroe type thing. It's mold.
Sad. Gross. A cat in Southern California named Biggie received surgery to remove a piece of poop hard as concrete stuck in his colon. He now prefers to go by the notorious B-U-T-T. That was a butt joke.
They were kind. HBO is planning a launch standalone streaming service for those of us that don't want to pay for a traditional cable subscription, but still want to make other people feel bad for not watching Game of Thrones.
And now our weekly science news segment. This week's topic is plants. Here to discuss everyone's favorite Tufts professor, Dr. Robert Silly. Hello. Thank you for joining us, Professor Silly.
Thank you for having me on the show. It's good to see so many young science enthusiasts in the audience. Now, today's subject is plants. We all think of plants as little green monsters who shepherd us through life. But there's something else. Did you know that plants have sex just like you two do?
Oh,
Duly noted. Anyway, yes, it's true. The male plant possesses what is called a pistil, which we can think of as his man-plant junk. The stamen is the female equivalent, which belongs on lady plants. Now, the plants cannot perform the wedding dance like you two do,
Okay.
so they rely on
Dance.
bees to vicariously have sex for them. I found this especially fascinating because when my wife and I tried to have sex through bees, it was disorienting at best.
Oh my God!
Yes, truly, bees are by no means masters of the art of lovemaking. It seems that one of the great mysteries of science in this coming century will be the hidden sex lives of plants. We can think of the bees as operators in a sexy telegram service between the plants. Oh, the joy that would come if one were to receive such a memo from a friend or someone who sat next to you behind a table.
All right. Professor Silly, everybody!
Magic the Gathering enthusiast filmed himself opening up a deck of cards and finding an Alpha Black Lotus card, which could be worth up to $27,000. What he did not find in the box was the last 10 years of his life wasted playing Magic the Gathering.
In an attempt to fight ISIS, U.S. forces are teaming up with fighters from Kurdistan, known as the Kurdish Peshmerga. Yes, the Kurdish Peshmerga heard assured insurgent words and ensured and procured a pure and mature cure.
And now everyone's favorite hard-hitting segment, this is Reality Check with Andrea Simon.
My phone died at 45% again. The Commons is still closed. I'm gonna die someday, and I'm never gonna get a job.
This has been Reality Check! French conservatives are offended by the large inflatable tree statue in Paris's Place Vendôme because it looks exactly like a butt plug. Said the artist.
In fun news, New York Governor Cuomo designated yogurt as the snack of New York. Even better, you can now pay for your cab rides in Danimals.
Speaking of New York, a bird was taught to say "fuck you" to passing tourists. That bird lives in Manhattan and fits right in.
And finally, it's Parents Weekend. Any parents in the audience?
We reserved a section for them, so we know they're
Oh,
here.
right there.
Right over there.
Right there.
Guys, we hope you guys ordered too much at dinner and have leftovers in the fridge for when you get totally shit-faced in like 45 minutes. Although, hopefully, you're already shit-faced.
Lisa, your parents are here, right?
Yeah, and both of my sisters are over there.
You know, it's pretty cool being on stage. You know why? In front of your siblings. It's pretty
Why is that, Sarah?
Well, basically, because you can say anything you want, and they can't stop you.
Oh my God. Let me try. Okay, I stole my sister Rachel's sweater once.
Really, that's all you can do. Okay. One time I convinced my sister Emily that her removable retainer was not removable, and she wore it on seventh grade picture day.
Yeah,
It's right there.
pretty douchey.
Right
All
there.
right. One time I replaced Ariel's bar of soap with a little hotel soap and made her think she turned into a giant.
It's not bad. Last year I replaced my brother's entire iTunes library with just the Amanda Seyfried Mamma Mia album.
Yes! That is harsh. That is harsh. But it's still not as bad as when I cut off the bottom 5 inches of Rachel's hair in her sleep and made a merkin.
Pubic wig, everyone.
That's a pubic wig! Happy Parents' Weekend!